This little wireless mic in everybody's hands, or even worse, clipped on everybody's shirts like this, looks stupid. And in my opinion, it immediately lowers your production value because it just screams that it is social media content. And for that use case, this whole kit has been one of my favorite purchases this last year that I've been using for all sorts of stuff. So in this video, we're gonna get into some super practical uses for these and how to make them look less stupid later on in the video. So thanks for joining. Now let's get into it. And for the record, I'm going to be using this mic for the whole video. So you can see exactly how it sounds and you can see what you think, if you think it's worth buying or not. So the first thing that I love about this mic kit is the value. It's about half the price of one normal wireless lavalier mic set, and you get two mics and they record internally. They come in this little compact bag. They're extremely versatile. It's very easy to learn, especially if you're new. Yeah, they're just very handy. Second reason I love these is the size. So very travel friendly. Everything packs down into this tiny little bag, which is super nice, about the size of a lens. So very easy to travel with in a backpack especially. It all packs down into this and charges when you're not using it. In addition to that, the small form factor of the actual receiver is on my camera right there. It doesn't mess up your gimbal setup, which is huge for, you know, if you're doing like real estate walkthrough tours or if you're really doing anything, we're using a gimbal. Having some weird thing that throws off the balance can really impact things. And on top of that, it actually sounds really good. So if it didn't sound good, I would definitely not ever recommend it. So the next use case, which is really cool, it is actually compatible with an iPhone. So in this case, you get two adapters. You get one lightning cable and one USB-C. So depending on what device you have, you can literally just put this, slide this onto the receiver, and then it just mounts onto your phone. And then you will have some immediately way better audio, and you could go stand, you know, like 100 feet away from your iPhone and still get really good clear signal. So this is exactly what it would sound like if you were using this on your iPhone. I didn't adjust any settings. I just literally plugged it in, pushed record, and that's all. It looks like my level is pretty good. I could maybe bump it up a little bit, but I would imagine it probably sounds pretty good. Anyways, that is it for the iPhone test, and hopefully I actually recorded. It does sound really good straight out of the iPhone, but you can also just use the internal recording and then sync it up later, just in case as backup. So next use case is weddings and events. Really easy to fit in someone's suit, and one of the best ways I've actually seen people using it for weddings is if they have a microphone that the officiant is, you know, holding and getting people to talk into to go on the PA system so everybody can hear them. People will just gaff tape it onto the microphone, so it's basically, you know, right on their mouth when they're recording, and it doesn't really show up looking that bad in the video. Then you don't have to worry about like clothes rustling, making noises and stuff like that. So even if you're at a wedding or an event recording speeches and stuff, you're not having to go find everybody, mic them up secretly and worry about missing them. You can just get it on the microphone that they're for sure gonna be using, and you'll be good to go for 6 hours. And for events, if you're filming far away, utilizing that internal recording again is really great because, you know, what if something happens? All right, the next use case is basically set it up as a little mini wireless boom setup for recording people from far away. I'll bring this as like a little mic stand, put this on there so they know which direction it should be facing, and put it to where it's just out of frame. So like, you know, you get it like at this height, so maybe a couple feet away from their face. And if someone's having a normal conversation and talking at a normal volume, you can actually pick up some pretty good audio and be minimally intrusive to the vibe.
Growing up, I was actually a musician. I was a pianist at the Juilliard School for several years. At one point thought that it was going to be a career of mine in classical piano. Ended up leaving that during COVID.
So I love teaching for the last like 15 years at different universities on entrepreneurship as well as business and culture.
Now building software for the Apple Vision Pro. So we're focused on that ecosystem and excited for our spatial future.
Once again, not the best quality audio ever, but it worked well for the video. The client was happy, and this weighs like nothing. So, you know, if you're running around doing documentary stuff, that is not hard to add to your kit. This little Insta360 selfie stick. Yeah, that's cool. So what if you want to not make it look like social media content and not look stupid with this giant thing, you know, flopping around inside your, sorry if that sounds bad, if you don't want to have it flopping around inside your client's shirt and looking bad on video. Now we're going to get into a few tips that will make it look a little bit more professional. So the first thing you can do is hide this DJI logo if you have one that has that on it. The first series of these did not have it, and for some reason, I guess DJI wanted to be credited on everybody's videos. You could just put a little piece of black gaff tape, or you could just paint it or something, I guess, and get rid of that so that at least it looks kind of custom. If you want to take that to the next level, one thing I've seen people doing is get like a custom sticker with your logo on it, so then at least, you know, it looks like a custom piece of gear. Maybe you can make it look a little bit elevated and fancy. But the next thing you can do, which a lot of people don't really realize, is get a lav mic kit. So it is the next day. I edited part of the video and decided, guess what I needed to get to include. I didn't really feel good about mentioning the microphone and saying this is a better option than just using the normal mic. So I got it. Let's try it. See how it sounds. I also forgot to mention that you can use this with Bluetooth. So you could use this to record on Skype meetings and film through your computer if you don't even have a camera, which is really, really cool. That's plenty long. This swivels. Nice little sound. There's no windscreen or anything, which kind of stinks, but it's super cheap. So you can get those aftermarket for really cheap, I'm sure. So here's how this sounds. And now I'm just gonna plug this in straight into the... So we've still got a signal. Maybe it sounds a little bit different. Maybe the level's a little bit different. I really don't know because I haven't used it yet. So lavalier mic is also the correct way to say it. Maybe because I'm from Texas, I say lavalier, but I don't know. So this is what it sounds like whenever you are holding it like an influencer with an even tinier mic. I actually really like this clip. Probably talking too loud. This one's very, very functional. The rotation is great. So hopefully this sounds really good, and hopefully this little demo is helpful for you so you can see if this is worth adding the extra $50 to the $350 price tag. It's small enough that it should also pack into the little kit, which is super great for travel and just being ready on the go. Let's see how this sounds for ASMR. Is this good for ASMR or is this better for ASMR? Not sure. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to the normal mic so we can see what you think after hearing all this. So now we're back to the normal mic. It looks like the level is still about the same. So hopefully it sounds good. So I'll film a quick demonstration of how I do a lav mic on like a t-shirt to where you can't see it. And I'll link below this video some easy sticky accessory things that you can get to where it's really, really easy to hide the lav mic. Obviously you can always go the route where you have it clipped, you know, like to their button-up shirt or whatever, and that's great. But if you don't want it visible, there's some really great accessories that I'll link below the video. So you can install a lavalier mic directly to someone's outfit, but depending on the fabric, if there's not much structure, it will probably show up. So it's actually usually better to install it directly on their body. And in order to do that safely and without, you know, pulling their hairs and stuff, you can get this medical tape. You just slap a big piece on their chest where you want the microphone, and then you can use one of these double-sided stickies right where you want the mic, and then you just install the mic without the, you know, wind guard or filter thing on it. So from a client's perspective, the number one thing that I've noticed people really like is how quick it is to set up. It's not very invasive compared to running a microphone cable through all their clothes and stuff. You literally just do this and pop this on the inside, and then use this magnet to attach it right there. And if they have a dress shirt with some structure and like buttons and stuff, it's pretty easy to hide, especially if it's not very tight. If they have a t-shirt like this, it looks kind of stupid and it's kind of likely to make some sounds because it's probably going to rub up against their skin or something. But even if it does look stupid on social media content, it is still way better than having bad audio. Viewers can actually understand what's going on in the scene. That's super, super important. So that's pretty much it. The main complaints I have about it from using it this past year is that it's a little bit bulky to like have this thing attached inside someone's shirt. Sometimes if they're wearing tighter clothes or thinner clothes, it's hard to work around. So highly recommend looking into the Lav kit. I'm gonna have all this stuff linked down below the video. I'm not sponsored or anything, or even affiliated with DJI. I've just got Amazon links. So if you want to support the channel, that's the way to do that. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you got any questions, leave them down below and I will be happy to try to help you. So anyways, I'll see you later. Bye.